Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future for mid-January 2023. As you can see, I've already pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have my overall energy for the reading already pulled. Obviously, we're going to dive into tarot, and then I have the decks that I'll be using in my extended reading. Any information on the extended reading or a personal reading is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, in your recent past, you have stepped up and lead with the Three of Wands here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these initial energies are a little bit confusing for me. So I feel like before I can go deep, I'm gonna have to look into more tarot. But the way that I'm seeing this recent past energy is that it was either you were very out of your comfort zone or you were taking a step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like there were others around you looking for like a level of your leadership, or it's almost like it could also be like being the leader of your own life, like no longer allowing it's like that whole concept of like you either create your own life or you kind of become a part of everybody else's kind of thing. In your current energy, you have go deeper with the strength card. Right now you're needing to tap into a very deep inner confidence. Like it's like whatever confidence is buried within you, there's a need to really tap into that right now, because I feel like you are very out of your comfort zone and you're creating this opportunity for yourself, which we'll talk about in your immediate future. But it's kind of a scary one, like not in terms of it's a scary situation. It's just a scary, I don't know if it's a leap of faith or what it is, but whatever it is very outside of your comfort zone. Because in your immediate future, you have released control with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's the opportunity, but there's this need to make sure that you're not controlling it or controlling the path to it, that you're allowing it to come to you. Because your overall energy, you have time and growth. Divine timing is very much at play right now. And it's almost like you're in the growth period. Of the manifestation of whatever you're trying to manifest. You know, manifestation makes it look like it happens overnight because most of the work to get there is inner work. So most of the time it feels like nothing's happening, but there's so much happening within you. And then obviously what's within you, as within, so without. So whatever you're creating inside then starts to trickle down into the 3D. But I just feel like right now, it's almost like I feel like you're kind of battling some self-doubt here. But let's see. Recent past for Scorpio, clarifying step up and lead. You know, for some reason, I'm feeling like I need to look at this card in this book. I don't know why. Sometimes I have that feeling where obviously step up and lead is pretty straightforward. I've read these before, but let's just see. It's new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is going to take a second. Give me just a second. New moon in Cancer, new moon in Leo, new moon in Virgo, Scorpio. There it is, Capricorn. Okay. The good news is that you know what you want, and on some level, you know how to get it. Step up and know that you're the boss of your own life. Cool. A new, more disciplined approach is needed, or a new plan strategy is called for. This card reminds you that ambition isn't a dirty word, whatever you want to create in your life. Interesting. There's no such thing as too big a goal, but break your plans into smaller achievable pieces. Slow and steady wins the race, release any blocks to success. So yeah, this really is about being the leader of your own life, taking life into your own hands. But let's see. Okay, I don't know why I just felt the need to take a look at that. All right, recent past here for Scorpio, because it didn't feel like there was other people involved in this really. Six of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. This wheel is turning in your favor here. But the thing is, you don't have a lot of hope around that. Like, it's like you don't see there's a bigger picture at play here. And so because things aren't either happening as you want them to, like you want them to, as fast as you expected them to, you have been kind of in this a little bit of like a lack of hope about things going for you. But the reason is because it's like you're very outside of your comfort zone in terms of something. I don't know if it's you're doing something new that you've never done before, or like you walked away and started taking things into your own hands. Like whatever it is, whatever you're doing and have been doing is creating this opportunity. So know that, oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Know that that's the case. Okay, recent past for Scorpio. Recent past for Scorpio, please. The Five of Swords with the Devil. You've been stuck, and what you're trying to break free of is this me against the world mentality, this idea that you have to fight and claw your way to get whatever it is that you want to get. Letting go of the idea that the universe doesn't have your back, because whatever you're trying to manifest here is in alignment with you. It's in alignment with your path. Now, if it's something specific, like a specific person or a specific job, I'm not so sure. But the idea of the opportunity, whether it's the relationship you want, to the job you want, whatever it is, that's what's manifesting. Well, the problem is with this devil card is there's a little bit of an attachment to things going a certain way. So for instance, you're on this path and this path is taking you exactly to where you're trying to go, but you need it to happen in a certain amount of time, or you need it to happen exactly like you plan it in your head. And it's almost like that idea of like you're never going to know exactly how things are going to play out. The plan that you're creating is like good at a bigger level. Like you're on the right path, you're making the right moves, but it's almost like trying to let go of being too specific about how to get there, because then you start to feel a little bit of lack of hope whenever things don't go like you expect. Expectations, that's the word that I've been clawing for here. It's like your expectations of how things are going to go cause you to be disappointed when they don't turn out exactly like you think, but they're actually turning out to get you what you want in the end anyway. Goodness, it took me a while to get there, but we got there. All right, recent past for Scorpio. I like this though, because this is you taking initiative and you saying, I'm no longer going to be like just a part of everybody else's life. I'm going to create my own life, and I'm going to create it to make it look exactly like I want. Recent past for Scorpio. But you were dealing with some defensiveness, this Five of Swords energy here. The Hierophant. Ooh, the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. The universe is asking you to have a bigger perspective on your path and understand that, yes, there's a point A to point B, but like you're not going to go straight from point A to point B. It's going to be like this. And then eventually, you're going to end up there. And so I feel like it's almost like widening your perspective on the path to get to where you're trying to go and making sure you don't slip into this energy. This Four of Cups energy is kind of, to me, like if you look at this, it's like the universe is handing you what you want, but you're so focused on what you think you want that you forget to remember that everything is always happening for you, not to you. So if you're experiencing loss, or if you're experiencing lack of direction or whatever it is, know that all of that is happening to get you there, right? It's all happening to get you there. It's just you don't see how yet, which you're not really supposed to. That's kind of the whole point. So you're dealing with a lot of the uncertainty and fear and this me against the world mentality here. Just know that first and foremost, if this is your reading, if this is resonating with you, you're on the right path. And second of all, you can trust each and every step you take, even if a step you take causes a setback. Because you can't, again, it goes back to what I was saying, like point A to point B, it's not just going to be a straight shot there, or else it would be, if being in alignment with your path was just a straight shot from A to B, then literally everyone would be in alignment. But it's not like that. It's difficult, it's scary, and there's a big need to trust. And that's why in your current energy you have go deeper with the Strength card. It's like dig deep, like you're having to dig deep right now. Current energy for Scorpio. The Emperor, with the Queen of Swords. You know, that's a pretty freaking good energy, Scorpio. Because this is like, the Emperor to me is like, obviously what you're pursuing, because yeah, there's the Seven of Pentacles. It's whatever you've been investing in. And you're investing in it with this Queen of Swords energy. And I love the Queen of Swords energy because it's just like this energy of like the Queen of Swords, she's that girl. Like she just, in whether you're a girl or guy, I'm just talking about the energy. It's like she knows what she wants and she's not letting anything stop her. You know, in terms of not necessarily action, but she's not ever going to let anything or anyone get in her head. And I feel like that's where, because you have the Emperor with the Queen of Swords, so it's about what you're pursuing, and it's about you're pursuing it with that Queen of Swords energy. And I love that for you, because that is you digging deep and finding that confidence of saying, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know when I'm going to get there. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I do know that I am going to get there, because this is my path, this is my passion, this is what I want, this is what sets my heart on fire, whatever the case is. So you're saying, I know I'm going to get there. So I might be out of my comfort zone, I might be scared, I might have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I do know that I'm being guided to get there eventually. That kind of level, that kind of energy is freaking rock star energy, honestly. Like that's a really good energy. And then you had the King of Swords here on the back of the deck, which I really like, because that, to me, I love the King of Swords energy. It's very like, it's very certain. It's very just like kind of like the Queen of Swords, but to me the King of Swords is like finding certainty in uncertainty. Like, which I guess is kind of like what I said about, how do I explain that? How do I explain where I'm coming from? The Queen of Swords is more like the action behind what you're pursuing, or sorry, the energy behind how you're pursuing. And the King of Swords for me is more like the higher level, like, certainty about bigger picture in a way. I think that's a better way to say it. Okay, current energy for King of Swords. Current energy for Scorpio. Current energy for Scorpio. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oof. Okay. Right now, you're dealing with some Five of Cups energy. You're dealing with like this, just like, oh, okay, I like this, because you're emotionally, you're feeling a loss. You're feeling lost. You're feeling a little uncertain, but it's almost like you're not allowing it to impact you mentally. And then you have this artist here. That's how you co-create here, is you're allowed to feel. You're allowed to feel this. You're allowed to be like, dang, like I'm lost. I'm certain. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to expect. I've put everything on the line, or whatever the case is, but it's almost like you're not letting it impact you mentally. And that is kick ass, guys. That's exactly where you want to be. Because that's what the artist here, I mean, you can literally see he's like co-creating his life from up here. And that's what you're doing. You're creating it from up here. So you're saying, yes, I feel a loss yet, or a frustration, or whatever the case is, but you're also saying, but I'm not letting it affect my movements, choices, or decisions. And that's why you have go deeper, is you're having to dig deep here, because you are kind of in this Five of Cups energy, and you've lost, I feel like, a lot of this, like a lot of hope, and you're not really sure, and you're in a very uncertain energy, but you're saying, you know what, I am going to maintain the certainty within me in order to get there. And that's pretty awesome. Current energy for Scorpio. I see this working out pretty dang well for this. It's like believing, because you have like time and growth. It's like really believing in divine timing here. All right, Tower in reverse with a Two of Swords. That kind of caught me off guard. You know, I don't usually do this, but I don't want to misinterpret this Tower in this Tower card. I want to make sure. Okay, clarify the Tower in reverse. Clarifying the Tower in reverse in Scorpio's current energy. Clarifying Tower in reverse in Scorpio's current energy. Okay. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse. I see what it's saying. So I'm glad I did that. So, you know, here's the thing is yes, you are keeping that mental fortitude, if you will. You're keeping yourself in check mentally, but make sure you're not avoiding the way that you feel. So if you are feeling fear and if you are feeling frustration, because this Five of Cups energy is very much in your energy, make sure you allow yourself to feel it. Don't deny it, because not feeling what you need to feel will make it come up later in situations that you don't want it to come up. So feel it, feel the frustration, feel the sadness, feel the loss, feel what you need to feel, but don't believe it. That's why I'm saying, like, don't let it affect your movements, choices, and decisions. Because right now you are with the King of Pentacles in reverse. There's almost this level of like being a little bit too focused on the material world. So saying like, okay, you're building a business, and this is just a random example, but if it's the energy, you're building a business and you need to work with 10 clients a month in order to be able to pay your bills. I don't know where that's coming from. You need to work with 10 clients a month in order to pay your bills. But you don't have any clients yet. And it's coming to the end of the month. 1 week passes, you still don't have any clients. Another, week 2 of the month, maybe you have, 1 or 2 clients, but you still need 8 more. Third week, you don't really get anything. And you're sitting there going, wow, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills next month because I don't have the money that I need to do that. Understand that's anything can happen in that last week of the month. It's like understanding that divine timing is a very real thing, and that the universe needs you to work through a lot of the frustration. Like, I've noticed that I get very triggered and I feel very anxious, or I start seeing like things that poke at my fear of failure right before something big happens. Like right before something good happens, I have to experience the feelings of fear about something bad happening. So what I'm saying is, if you're in that week 3 where you're really needing something to happen for yourself in order to, whatever it is, feel good, pay your bills, feel loved, make sure that you allow yourself to feel that frustration and say, I have no idea how this is going to work out. This is really scary. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. I need to pay rent. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But then that you need to make sure you back it up with, but I know the universe has my back, and I know that solutions will appear. And then just sit in your faith while allowing yourself to process the way you feel, because the way you feel it needs to be released, or else what's going to happen is you're going to kind of, shove it down, and then you're going to end up kind of sabotaging. Maybe week 4, you're so anxious and you're so nervous, and the day before the universe was going to hand you the rest of the clients that you needed to pay your bills, you quit, and you jump into, back into your comfort zone, and do something a little bit safer instead of starting a business. It's just like, don't let those again, it's like it's not the darkest before dawn necessarily. It's just like right before something good happens. I really feel like what usually follows that, or what usually precedes that, is something like fears about something bad that try to get us to um, sabotage. And so I really feel like that's what your current energy is like. You might look around and you might be like, I have no idea how the hell this situation is going to work out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how this is going to work out. But you need to say, but I know that it will. And I know that there's nothing I can do about it right now in this moment to make something happen. I have to, which you have in your immediate future, release my control and allow, because divine timing is at play, and I'm in a growth period before the divine timing. So you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep right now, Cancer or Scorpio. The reason I say Cancer is because Cancer had a very similar reading about just trusting the process. Okay, immediate future for Scorpio. But I promise these cards are very much shuffled for Scorpio. All right, immediate future for Scorpio. Yeah, it's almost like, so you have this Two of Swords energy with the Six of Swords. You're in this, like, you're at this crossroads. In your immediate future, it's almost like saying some Scorpios are going to be able to release their control and bring this Ace of Pentacles in, or some might kind of have to repeat this cycle a few times to really get the fear out and to continue to dig a little bit deeper. But the way with the Six of Swords here, I see it's like you're moving on from this energy. Like you're moving forward because you're moving on, but you're moving on because you're healing, and you're healing because you're facing. You know, you got to feel it to heal it. You're feeling it in your current energy. You're facing it. You're going to release it in your immediate future. I feel like your immediate future, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, is a little bit more of the same, but not in terms of it gets better. It's like it like gets a little bit better, but then it doesn't get as good as you want it yet. And there's a need to make sure that you understand that this is a step-by-step process, and really, really trust the divine timing, because the divine timing right now is so vitally important for your success and whatever it is that you're wanting to invest in or have or do here. The immediate future for Scorpio. Oh goodness. My neighbor's child is outside screaming. Okay. I'm going to reshuffle those cards because that caught me off guard and I wasn't very present during that. Okay, immediate future here for Scorpio. Immediate future for Scorpio, clarifying this release, control, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you have that Queen of Pentacles in reverse with a Death card. I like that. This is like an ending. Yeah, okay. So you feel, it's like you feel very like ungrounded, right? Like that's obviously where this, you're not where you want to be. You don't feel like you have the stability you're wanting or the love you're wanting, or whatever the case is. And this is like your immediate future is the beginning of the end of that, slowly but surely. So that's what I mean. That's what I was saying when I was like, it's going to get a little bit better, but it's not going to get as good as you want it yet. I'm actually going to take this because that helps you understand the message a little bit more. It's not going to get as good as you want it to get yet. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to continue to grow. Because this growth card to me is almost like, it's like you have to face a lot of these triggers and a lot of those moments right before something good happens, so that you learn that every time those are happening, not to believe them and to allow them to, allow yourself to feel them, allow yourself to move through them, allow it to move through you. But then you release that emotion back into the ocean. And from there, you can then, kind of come back to faith and allow things to happen without having to be, it's like saving yourself from the need to feel so all over the place. Like I feel like you do right now, like the ungroundedness that you feel right now. You feel very ungrounded, very unsecure, unsafe almost, maybe. Immediate future for Scorpio. But I feel like your immediate future is slow progress, but it's progress nonetheless, and there's a need to really make sure that you're grateful for that slow progress. Immediate future for Scorpio, and I feel like you will be. Okay, this is saying the only way, see the Death in reverse with the Judgment in reverse, the only way you will, because the death card to me is like the end of the cycle. And the only way that you don't complete this cycle of kind of being trapped in this like, fear, uncertainty, hopelessness, is if you don't see the truth. Like if you're not able to see through the illusion. Like I feel like there's a need to really make sure that you see through the illusion of whatever it is that you're going through right now. Like I said, the universe tends to test us right before something good happens, and maybe that's not everyone, but I see it in my life all of the time. Like if I deal with a lot of anxiety or fear or frustration or whatever it is, usually like following that the next day or the next couple of days, something really good happens. And it's almost like it's like this fear and uncertainty comes in, and it's like, are you going to sabotage it, or are you going to allow something really good to happen for you? And I feel like it's like it's almost like that's why you have to do so much growth, is so that when those periods come, you don't sabotage it before kind of that next good thing happens for you. All right, Scorpio, I really liked this reading. I hope it resonated for someone out there. I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to dive way deeper into this, get some advice for you guys, and then I have an actual advice card to pull at the end from the divine. It is a pay what you want / can kind of structure. The information for that's in the description box below. Otherwise, again, thank you guys so very much. Your support of this channel means the absolute world to me, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye, Scorpio.